Hello, everyone. This podcast contains spoilers for WandaVision, Skyrim, Resident Evil 2 and 3, the games, Halo Infinite, Halo 5, Uncharted 1, 3, and 4, the games, and a little bit of The Walking Dead. Yeah, we really get into it this episode.
Today's episode of Homies Inc. is sponsored by USPS. They lost my fucking package.
Okay, welcome to Homies Inc., the show made by college students that are bored in somewhat quarantine, somewhat not quarantine. Honestly, I've lost track at this point. I'm Alex.
I'm Bailey.
And I'm Alex.
I knew he was going to do it again. I knew he was going to do it again.
This is already to the bad. This couldn't be worse. This is already off to a bad start.
I'm Jesse.
I almost said I'm Jesse.
One of these days we're gonna have to switch our names just for.
Hey Bailey, do you
fun.
want any candies?
No.
And today we've got a pretty good episode, I'd say. It's been a little while. It's the new year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're back at school for the winter quarter or the winter semester.
Mm-hmm.
For us normies, it's the quarter, and we've got some pretty good content coming your way. To start us off, the metaverse. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns.
I think it's stupid too. I don't get it. Like,
isn't it like bad VR chat? Like I've seen people.
I guess.
I thought it was just.
I also saw
something different.
Well, I think because is it even called Facebook anymore, or is it called Meta now?
I think it's just called Meta.
Oh, okay, that's stupid.
I think it's called Meta.
I think it's just stupid because I saw a meme that was like showing how you could shop at like Walmart or whatever virtually, and like someone compared it to this like VR ragdoll game where you like pretend you play as a supermarket like clerk and you're trying to restock and stuff, and the people are like ragdoll. Like I don't know, it's funny, and the meme was funny, and I thought it was stupid because like why, like I don't know, shopping virtually, that's cool and all. Why don't you just do
Job
it?
Simulator.
Yeah. It was like that. It wasn't exactly Job Simulator, but it was like that. But what you can already like get groceries delivered to your house virtually. Like you can go on Vons will do it for you. Like just Vons, no third party. It's just Vons. And there's what's it called? Oh, it's like DoorDash or Uber or Eats, but it's for groceries, and I forgot totally what it's called.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg realized that or Mark Zuckerberg shit. It's like Mark Zuckerberg realized like Jeff Bezos is like the richest man on earth, and he's just like, I need something to fuel my industry with online with money.
The lizard man needs a new venture.
Yeah.
Dr. Kurt Zuckerberg needs a new venture.
Dr. Kurt Zuckerberg.
Zuckerlex.
Zucker Connors.
It's just a strange idea. Like, I mean, with like virtual reality, like there are a lot of those. I've only really ever seen that mostly used for like games, but like it is kind of odd that there's like I've only seen memes just of the metaverse. Like I don't think there's been any like
I've only seen
big developments with it or anything. I've seen memes that compared it to like the in like 5 years it's gonna look like the Spider-Man, like from Spider-Man Far From Home. It's the sequence where he's trapped in all the illusions fighting Mysterio.
Oh yeah.
Like you too could be trapped in a snow globe and hit by a bullet train.
So what is the metaverse? I'm very confused on what
I don't know.
Is it a social media platform?
I think it's VR social media, place? But like VR. That's what I think. That we're pretty ill prepared to talk about it, considering we don't actually know what it is. But like,
I feel like we really should have done our research before we put it on the podcast.
It's just like the idea itself. Like I can sort of see that in a weird Facebook business standpoint, I suppose. But it's just a strange, because like I'll be honest, I kind of forgot Mark Zuckerberg was like alive. Like I forgot that like it was like I haven't heard
that's a good thing, Jesse,
Facebook or anything. Like I haven't used Facebook in a long time. I don't really follow anything with like Facebook. I'm looking at all these pictures of like the metaverse. This looks like Fortnite, and not in a good way.
Oh God.
Yeah, it just seems I don't get it. I don't like it. Doesn't seem like it makes anything easier. It doesn't seem like maybe people enjoy it, which I guess might be the only like saving grace. But like,
yeah,
I don't know. VR also isn't to the point where it's like, I mean, it's enjoyable. There's games that are fun for it, but like other than that, like, what else?
This is just
do
like
you
a
use VR for?
like hyper complicated way to like promote NFTs or some shit. Like there's
Should
gonna be,
I-
like, an
Probably,
NFT shop on the
probably.
Oh, I
metaverse.
hate
Probably.
I feel like
guarantee it.
we
Because
should
I'm
talk
seeing
about the
like other
beef with
pictures, and it's
NFTs.
just like, yeah, let's talk about like metaverse and like NFTs. And every picture I'm seeing with like that doesn't look like Fortnite is this weird like gridded like mountainscape thing. Like this is the kind of stuff I would see people like working on in the middle of engineering class in junior. Like
I'm
I don't know.
okay.
It's just
I found the
stupid.
metaverse. I found the definition for the metaverse. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So, according to Wikipedia, a metaverse is a network of 3D virtual worlds focused on social connection.
Okay,
In
so it's social
futurism and
media.
science fiction, the term is often described as a hypothetical iteration of the internet as a single universal virtual world that is facilitated by the use of virtual and augmented reality headsets. So essentially, it's like the lobby in Ready Player One.
When
where all
Doctor
of them are
Strange
just,
comes
like,
out,
like
there's
bare.
gonna be so many memes.
Yeah.
Just like
God.
Doctor Strange gets thrown into the metaverse.
Yeah.
No, Doctor Strange and the metaverse.
Is more yeah, the metaverse. And it's gonna show like it'll just be a bunch of screenshots of like crazy glitches or something like that.
Yeah,
So
I mean, this looks like Mysterio concept art.
yeah, let me look it up. Let me look
America
it up.
Chavez is actually just punching holes in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Okay, but like,
imagine if in the trailer for Doctor Strange, when he goes up to Wanda and he's like, "We need your help." Like, with what? What do you know about the metaverse? And she's like, "Ah, shit." God damn it.
I just I don't know. I can see people enjoying it as like social media, but like at the same time, like who cares? Like it doesn't seem like it's
apparently not Apple, because Apple reportedly wants nothing to do with Zuckerberg's metaverse, according to
I don't want anyone.
India.
I don't want anything to do with his metaverse. I'm not gonna like deal with it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I want the metaverse.
For what, Alex? What do you want the metaverse?
So I can feel like a character in Ready Player One. I don't know. I'm playing.
You could do that in VR chat.
Dude, what if it's gonna be more like the hex in WandaVision, like the giant digital looking cube?
Oh, the heck, yeah.
Do you remember in WandaVision it's like the third to last episode where they parodied Modern Family, and there's like we've all expanded our own pocket universes every once in a while, right? And then it's like it cuts to a clip of people screaming as the hex is like,
oh yeah, engulfing their house or whatever. Yeah, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. I guarantee though it will bring some NFT bullshit, because like I don't know. That seems like the same kind
NFTs
of like
as your profile picture.
I don't know. NFTs are already mega uber stupid, and I feel like
you just pissed on every economy man that listens to our podcast.
What do you so what do NFTs achieve besides some way to literally buy? I was introduced to NFTs through money laundering. Like that's what I thought people were doing with NFTs, or that's what I heard like through like a video or something. They're like NFTs are actually just used to launder money, which maybe, but it seems like it's way too big of a fucking like community to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like you're buying an image, my guy.
Well, I always thought that it was like when you buy like baseball cards, right? You buy them at a certain price point, but later down the line, it's so exclusive that you can sell it for more money.
But see, that is a physical
but the thing is,
card,
it's like those have like
I can have that in my desk.
Some of these NFTs that I've seen look like Microsoft Paint. Like not all of them.
I'm pretty sure some of them are Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, not all of them, but like I have seen memes that just like some of them aren't the highest quality. So why would you charge like $15 for something that looks like it took you like 15 seconds to make?
And it seems like it's about like, and so like, because it's like what's stopping me from right click save as on my computer? Like they
I
say,
mean,
they
I
say
did that
there's
on
the
Twitter.
blockchain. They say that's the block. There's the blockchain.
Yeah, it's just
and
like,
that's how
NFT
you know.
artists. NFT artists when people screenshot their
Exactly.
It's like
what are you
it's
gonna
like the
do about it,
Skyrim
dude?
police officers. Halt! You're
Oh, yeah,
violating the
stop.
law.
You have violated the law.
Pay the court a ransom or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Yeah, that's what you're charged for at the beginning of Skyrim.
Yeah,
your NFT is now pixelated.
Dude, that's a mod. I guarantee that's a mod that they changed it to, instead of trying, or no, you didn't do anything at the beginning of Skyrim. There's a guy that stole a horse, and then there were rebels. You were innocent. But I guess but I'll make a mod where it's like, you got caught stealing NFTs at the border too, didn't you? And then that's why you get executed. And the thing is, you don't even like, you create a character, but the dragon doesn't come to save you. You just get beheaded. Like it just all goes to plan. You just get beheaded. You don't.
Just
you
like
don't,
it's just a normal game. That's
game.
just called feudalist England. Skyrim 6, like, feudalist England.
And like with the game being like Elder Scrolls, it's like actual like scrolls just with like like shitty drawings on them, just NFTs.
But isn't that art? Like my whole problem with it is like it's digital. It's completely digital, which means I can save as onto my computer. Whereas the baseball card like comparison, I can have the baseball card in my desk. And that is a physical thing. That thing will gain value. This is a digital thing that can be easily replicated.
Yeah.
And so then that doesn't make what if everyone can like, save the image, then that has no value.
Because it's like you can take a picture of like a baseball card, but it's not like you actually have the card.
Yeah, you don't like if I take a picture of this Mike and Ike box on my desk and then eat the Mike and Ikes, I don't have the Mike and Ikes anymore. Well, I don't own the Mike and Ikes. They're gone.
If NFTs are just like pictures, Jesse, does that mean you can make NFTs of our D&D characters?
I'm not making
and sell them for thousands of dollars.
But Jesse, but we can get into this and just sell it.
Dude, do you know how like
some of these go for hundreds of thousands of dollars?
You can make a monkey version of us three.
People's respect for me at like art classes would drop so
just
low.
Tell them it's for the money. Tell them I made a quick 100K.
What do you want? Money or useless friendships?
Are you saying we have useless friendships? Whoa.
Okay, no, because ours are
I'm not gonna become like an NFT artist. Like I'm not gonna join the bandwagon.
You don't want to become a
it's not joining the bandwagon, Jesse. I feel like you're just being like, hey, look at these idiots. I can make a quick buck.
It's not even something I'm like really that interested in. Like if anything, I would be more interested in doing like commissions for people if they just wanted me to draw like something, but not specifically like a weird
for NFT.
There we go.
Like,
we'll plug you in on the bottom.
Like what is like the process of like putting those through? Like where do you get them from?
I think they're made. They're all. It's completely digital from what I understand.
Like a hub though? Like where do you?
There's a website that you can buy them off, but like I don't know. It's stupid. I saw there's like a meme that was just the screenshot of a TikTok thumbnail, and it was some guy pointing at a billboard in Las Vegas that said like it was an NFT meetup, and like I was like that was an NFT. Stupid. That probably was. That probably is an NFT now.
Get out. I'm done.
I remember I also saw a meme where it's like,
don't come by my house.
You don't live in Las Vegas.
Call me. We're done.
What? You're confusing me, Alex.
You're not a real Dive Wimpy Kid fan if you don't understand the reference.
I'm sorry, I don't. I read those books when I was
Jesse,
a child.
I'm upset you don't know this. You're Alex, like,
what is the quote? What is it?
He's making some Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Don't call me.
I don't. No one gets.
I don't.
It's after like
Alex,
Red betrays Rowley.
Is this
for some
the movie?
Reason.
Is this the movie?
Right. This is the movie.
That's
Alex, that movie came out 30 years ago.
So
no, Alex, I know the second movie to heart, and I know the third one pretty well.
That's
the first
from the
one
second
is a blur.
one.
I saw the first one, and I remember like
that's what I'm saying. The first one is a blur. The second one is like the most. The second one is like the most clear in my mind, the one I can like quote the easiest, and the third one I remember pretty well. But yeah, the second one is the best, easily.
I don't know. I think
Alex, I was just gonna tell you.
If you
about
say
a
that the
meme.
fourth one is the best, I'll strangle you through
no,
this.
the second
call.
one's obviously the best because it has an actual concert
I
by
don't-
Loaded Diaper.
I don't. You guys don't make sense anymore.
You don't
Well,
make sense
I was
anymore.
just gonna. I was gonna share with you guys a meme about some guy. It was a TikTok, and the guy was just showing a picture of his NFT, but the NFT was just a Google search for NFT, and it was a non-functional testicle. That was the joke. That was the joke.
Well, immediately demonetized.
But then
Yeah.
no, that's a medical term. That's a medical term. They can't demonetize a medical
Anchor,
term.
this is a
Sponsor's gone.
medical term.
We
Shut
didn't
down, fellas.
have
Please
a
don't
sponsor.
unsponsor us before we even started.
Yeah,
was a
demonetized.
Demonetized.
Social credit deducted.
Jesus.
It's just the
Halo
gong of
announcer.
the bell.
Yeah, the Halo.
El
announcer.
Espíritu Santo.
Oh yeah. It does the prayer, the funeral prayer.
Oh, Jesus.
This got really off track.
Well, I mean, we just talked about Halo. Did we want to?
I
Oh,
thought we
yes.
were going to New Year, New Boys. I thought that was the
Okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Well,
we can talk about Halo later.
Speaking of
yeah.
non-functional testicles, how are you guys?
Bailey, are you trying to tell us something about yourself?
No, I'm fine.
I think
was
this
Could
is
have
a
said
cry
something
for
like
help.
speaking of college life, Jesse, like something like that. You had to go with the
No.
medical jargon.
I think I like the way that he said it. Non-functional. Speaking of non-functional testicles,
How are you
Jesse,
guys?
how are you doing?
Thanks. I am
Women,
doing
come get your
fine.
man.
Jesus Christ, I am doing all right. I'm doing a whole lot better than I did at the start of last semester. If I'm being honest,
That's great. That's cool. I
That's
love to
good,
hear.
that's
And at the time of this recording, my birthday is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna
it's his
say something.
birthday
I was gonna say something.
tomorrow.
I was gonna be like, speaking of Jesse, tomorrow.
Is his
But-
non-functional testicles birthday?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, that
we're
that
gonna
needs
call
to
this
stop.
episode.
We're
But-
getting
but
demonetized
you-
like 3 times in a row.
But
you're gonna have to edit this out.
Jesse. Speaking of tomorrow, you're turning the big 2-0, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah. It's I mean, honestly, like, yeah, it hasn't really been like too on my mind lately. But
Better be on your mind. It's tomorrow, Jesse.
yeah. But yeah, like, so far, like, readjusting the semester hasn't been too bad. I got an 8 a.m. tomorrow, which is
Epic.
all kinds of great. We
Nice.
love those.
Epic.
And then my last class ends at 9 p.m. which-
Yeah, you got your
Really?
4-hour
Fantastic.
class. 4-hour class.
Yeah. When is it at
4 hour.
9 p.m.?
It starts at 5 and then ends at like 8:50.
Oh,
Tell the
God.
professor, be like, it's my birthday. I don't got time.
Yeah.
Walk
It's
out.
my
It's like,
It's
I am excused.
it's
Yeah.
it's like the Tyler the Creator ad. Happy birthday, bitch!
Yeah.
Bring me a birthday
Yeah.
present on my birthday with a birthday card on my birthday with a birthday gift. Happy
Yeah.
birthday!
Happy birthday. Yeah, isn't it like a slap at the end of it?
Yeah, he throws his
Oh, yeah, he
wine
throws-
glass
right, yeah.
and smacks it against the person's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you like know that to heart. Just the
Because I remember I wrote it down in sophomore year in my notebook to say it to Mary every time I saw her.
Oh
Because it was an inside joke between it. Like every time I'd see her, she'd always say "Happy birthday, bitch," and then
Every
I'd
time.
look
Oh
in
yeah,
my like,
I remember.
I'd
that.
look in
I
my
have,
notebook
a-
and like scrounge for it, and then once I found it, I was like,
you want
"Say to show up
birthday,
to my birthday with a
birthday,
birthday gift, after my birthday card,
just
of a birthday party
yeah.
with a birthday gift."
Happy birthday. I just love the idea of like if you do pass each other in the hallway, she says it, and then you just like swing your bag around and like just like scurry through your bag to your notebook, flip to the page, and
I thought you were gonna say
follow her
flip
to
my
the class.
backpack around and accidentally smack someone who's like walking right next to me.
Just wallop like a freshman.
Who
It's
cares?
like
Freshmen don't matter.
It's like you hear it and it's just the Cuphead announcer. It's a knockout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice on.
If it was a
Dude.
freshman, is okay then because
It's like-
you know,
it's like-
they don't matter.
Yeah.
They
It's like that
started
deleted scene
fights
from,
in the with Andreas and the Enrique.
Or no, it's
oh my god.
try to edit that out. So no, I was gonna say it's like the like that failed take from Spider. I think it's Spider-Man 2. It's when Tobey Maguire, he gets like with a backpack, like hits him in the face, and then another one hits him in the face, but the strap gets caught and just like pulls him off
it yanks him. Yeah, I've seen that. I know what you're talking about.
I was like, God, are you okay, man?
But Alex, what about you? How's your past? Excuse me.
Well, I had a pretty tough start to the year. I went to this year. I had my first few classes.
Nice.
I had a major anxiety attack day 2 because of the amount of work that I had ahead of me in terms of reading and busy work. Yeah. And to preface, I never did any of my readings for a film class like ever. And I've passed with A's and B's perfectly fine. And this year they were like, yeah, so it's not multiple choice questions anymore. It's now
you have to like write
written
questions.
Are they insane?
But they're like, but it's open note. So I'm like, thank God.
Okay, but
now
still,
I actually have to read
them.
it. Now I actually have to read it, and then I'm taking this hip hop high art class, which is like taking rap as poetry, and like looking at the lyrics.
Okay.
And like this book that they're like, yeah, so you want to get this book called the Anthology of Rap, and most of it is lyrics. So I'm like, cool. The book is about 635 pages.
Is that all?
It's about no, wait, I was wrong. It is 863 and counting.
Epic.
So I have to read those, but it's like you're just reading 1-page biographies of these different artists and like a short cool. 10 page like summary of the era.
I was gonna say if it was like 1 page per person, I was like,
but this is what I hate about
hip hop? Yeah, how many hip hop?
This is what I hate about college, right? Is the fact that they give you all this. This is a hot take about. Well, it's probably not a hot take because I'm pretty sure 90% of college students agree with me on this. Is the fact that college professors, right? They're nice. I don't have anything against them, but the work that they assign is mainly busy work because almost all the time, none of the readings really go towards anything other than like a test or like weekly discussions. But if there's no weekly discussions, then it's just busy.
It's just busy
and they
work.
pretty much teach all of it in the lecture, but on tests, they will go to the minute details in the readings. They just kind of have to memorize it. Like for this past week, like today, I finished a reading on this old actress named Anna May Wong and her like
anime.
Sure.
I heard that too.
Wait, Anna May or
like Anna May. And she was like during a time of caricatures and yellow face, but she did something called yellow face. It's like
that's racist,
but it's
Alex.
like exactly. But this is like, but what she did was yellow face, which is she both at the same time gave in to the stereotypes, but also exposed the artifice of the stereotypes. So
was she Asian?
She was Asian. She was Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Asian
I was gonna say
I was gonna.
Yeah. I was gonna be like,
for a second there, I was just like,
but that's a whole different story. Anyways, what I mean is like all this work. So that's like supplementary material. But all they talked about in lecture today was about something called the star system. In 1930s, that was like completely different, which was about like how
those are two completely different. Like
that's my thoughts exactly. So I guess that's going to be talked about next lecture, but like it's still completely annoying to me that I spend hours doing readings for these classes, and then when we get to lecture, it's just a completely different discussion, and it's annoying to say the least. Like if you're going to go to college for film, UCSC has a great program. Please give me more financial aid money because I need it. But
do you sponsor? Yeah,
if you want to do like production, but if you want to do production stuff, like if you want to be a screenwriter or something and not mainly do media theory and be a critic of film, which is something I wanted to do the former, not the latter, then this is probably not going to be the program for you. But this is if you want to have all that other material that like is super interesting to you and you really like learning about the history of film, be my guest. It's a great program. Every single professor is really nice. Just do it. Just go. But besides that, it's been pretty good. It's been a pretty good start to the year. I'm excited. I got to listen to NWA and Dr. Dre today on my way to get a bagel at my local bagel shop.
Doctor Strange.
Support. Please give me free bagels, Bagelry on in Santa Cruz on Pacific Avenue. Please give me free
Alex,
money.
you just doxed yourself. Now they know you go to that bagel place regularly. Then they're gonna.
But they don't know what days I go regularly.
They could just wait like for a week, my guy.
Well, you know they're gonna be very disappointed because I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna be like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield going to the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere, wearing a baseball cap and a hoodie.
You mean what every Marvel?
You mean what Captain America and Ant-Man do?
No, it works. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were not recognized at the theater.
Okay, whatever.
Anyways, Bailey, how was your start of the?
Mine was pretty all right. December was cool. The beginning of this year was the legitimate beginning. The first hours of this year were fucking stupid because I flew. So the final week of last year, I flew to the East Coast with my mom to spend time with family. And then, so I was in Vermont. And so the plan was for me to fly back to Portland from Vermont, Okay. And so on the New Year's Eve, the 31st of December, I wake up at 8 a.m. because we got to, or not even 8 a.m., 7:30, because we got to get ready. And then we got to drive to the Burlington, Vermont airport, which was fine. It took an hour. We got there at 8:30, 8, maybe 9.
Okay.
And then I was like, all right, sweet. The plane left at I think 11. And so I was 2 hours early, which is good. I chilled, got on the plane. It was maybe an hour and a half flight. And I got to New York. I had to fly to New York and then from New York to Portland. And so originally, no matter what, the plane to Portland from New York left at 7 p.m. So I got there at 1:30. So I was like, damn, I got a 6-hour just chill in New York. But it's the airport is nowhere near anywhere cool. So I just spent 6 hours in fucking the New York airport just chilling. And then once it gets to 7, the people at the gate are like, hey, it's been delayed 20 minutes. And I was like, all right, whatever. What's another 20 minutes? Who cares? Then 20 minutes go by and then they're like, hey, sorry, but 30 minutes delayed. And I was like, okay, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. And then the clerk lady got on the intercom and was like, hey, yeah, so the plane is here, but we have no one to bring it to the gate. So I'll let you know when they bring it to the gate. And I was like, all right. So basically the plane was supposed to leave at 7 p.m. It eventually left at 10:30. And it's a 6-hour flight. So I got to Portland at 2 a.m. on January 1st.
What airline did you take?
Alaska. Or JetBlue. JetBlue.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Alaska. JetBlue. I have beef with Alaska.
No, it was JetBlue.
Oh, I understand. JetBlue and Alaska are both on my hit list.
Yeah, but that was a fun 10-hour chill at the New York JFK airport. So that kind of sucked. But then after that, school, college has been fine. I'm taking an ASL class, which has been a little wacky because the professor is a little crazy. But other than that, all my other classes are fine. Still going to work. I'm really just waiting for February because 2 games that I pre-ordered are coming out then, Elden Ring and Sifu. And I'm just excited for February, guys.
Nice. I also heard down the grapevine that Bailey, you have a new love.
No, I don't.
Ana De Armas.
This isn't me. No, that's you. That's you. Let the record show that Alex Alvarez Milch thinks Ana De Armas is a beautiful woman.
I will live on that hill to the day I die. She is one of the greatest actresses I have seen in most recent years. She did a great job in Knives Out. One of the best youngest. Let's see. I forget what it's called. Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. Knives Out.
What?
No Time to Die. Possible Spider-Man trilogy fan cast, which I want her to be in.
No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
But, and then there was another one that she was in where she was like, I can't speak Spanish. Like that was a behind the scenes thing. Was like she just came to America, so she couldn't speak Spanish. So what they did was they had.
I feel like you're making a lot of these up.
I saw a video on it. I'm not lying.
She has 3
source.
Like
it came
to me. It came to me in a dream.
No.
Alex, I'm pretty sure she has 3. If you can name her 3 biggest movies,
Knives Out.
Okay.
No Time to Die.
Okay.
Knock Knock.
No, Knock Knock. No.
Who's there?
Oh, shoot.
She's like in a really big movie.
Oh my god, this
is Ryan Gosling.
Who's there?
What?
Dave Bautista's in it. Jared Leto's in it.
No, I don't know this one.
Oh my god, she was in Blade Runner.
She was in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, she was the robot's freaking girlfriend.
Oh my god.
I said Ryan Gosling, Dave Bautista, Jared Leto.
Dave Bautista, Harrison Ford.
No, Dave Bautista's in the beginning, you fool.
If you said Harrison Ford, I've never seen that movie.
Oh my god! So you're not a true Ana De Armas fan. You're not a true.
What are you saying? You're a real Ana De Armas fan?
No, I'm not making that claim. You just said she's the most beautiful woman, or whatever.
I will say she is my celebrity crush. That is true.
She is your
audience. They've been like this for days.
Because he brought it up, and then whatever. We can move.
This is not being edited out of the podcast. I'm keeping this on.
Speaking of,
because people need to know the glory that is Ana De Armas.
Speaking of Ana De Armas, I've recently been watching Arcane. She's not in that, but they both start with A.
So what do you think of Arcane, Bailey?
I thought it was pretty good. It's a really
I've heard
good
that
show.
Jinx is the worst character in the show.
No, I
haven't heard that, and you just.
It's not a spoiler.
I wanted to feel the fire
of
every teen audience of Arcane.
What?
Okay.
Jinx is cool. Jinx is, I think, my favorite character just because she's cool, I guess. I don't know. There's no character that stands out that I'm like, this is awesome. But I bet if you play League of Legends, you should watch it because it's the League of Legends universe. And like, I watched it and I haven't played it and I enjoyed it because it's it's got a good story. It's got I got invested and I was like, wow, I want to see what happens. And it was pretty good.
All right.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm actually about to, hold on, Jesse. I'm about to do something we've never done on the podcast before. You guys have to take over. I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh my god. This is unprecedented.
Mike.
Jesse, we're on air.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought he was going to do it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, with Arcane, yeah, I've heard a lot about it. Like, I think I first heard about it back in, I want to say October is when I first heard about it. Because a friend in class showed it to me, and she seemed really excited for it. But yeah, I've seen it's like pretty popular, and that like it lives up to its hype. I've heard. So that's definitely on my watch list. Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched it. I've watched the trailer like once, so I don't remember very much. And yeah, like it's kind of on my watch list. But there's just other stuff like with like I need to figure out what my workload for like classes is going to be so I can kind of set aside time for that sort of thing. But
are you going to ever upload to your YouTube channel, Jesse? You have 559 subscribers waiting for new content, and it's been over a year.
I doubt all of them are like starving for content.
Well, one out of the 559 are waiting.
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're doing big things. Yeah. You're doing new content.
I should definitely have time to try and do some stuff like that. But because this semester is kind of weird, but because this year I'm making my first short film. So there needs to be.
What about our other short film that we made together in junior year?
No, my first like animated short film.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
The first one I'm making at school.
Oh, this is a side talk. But you want to know what's really cool, Jesse, that I found out today? I was sitting at Jack's Hamburgers, right? As a pretense for everyone, for the audience that don't know, Jesse and I did an internship together in junior year at this local San Diego media center called Digital Gym. And we had this actor come in and his name was Cody something. He was a
Cody.
really great guy.
So anyway, Alex, that's why I don't like Bale. Oh, he's back.
And I was sitting down, right, Jesse, at hamburgers at Jack's Hamburgers in Santa Cruz, and I looked in one of the cars that was passing by, and I swear to God, I saw Cody.
You saw Ana De
Armas. I thought you were gonna say I saw Ana De Armas.
I saw her walking down the local CVS, and I fainted right in the street.
No, you fainted into her arms. She caught you, and then your eyes met. Wait, hold on.
What is this, a Hallmark romance movie?
She catch you, Alex? How tall are you? We're gonna look up how
I'm
tall.
90s Disney movie.
Okay, so Ana De Armas
height. Why am I doing this?
We're gonna see if this is possible. She's 5'6". Okay, she's just. I'm taller than Ana De Armas. Hell yeah.
I was gonna say.
Okay, Jesse, you can't say you're taller.
You know who you're not taller than, Bailey?
Who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, that's
we're not even talking. That's general. No, name one person taller than Shaquille O'Neal.
That one dude.
Exactly.
Exactly. From Resident Evil.
Oh,
wait, who?
Andre the Giant.
Mr. X. What's his face? Mr. X.
Andre the Giant. Wait, who is from Resident Evil?
The guy with the
Mr. X.
Hat, Mr. Mr. X. And doesn't he have another name as well?
Yeah, he becomes oh my god, what does he become? Because he becomes like all disfigured and stuff. Oh my god, what is he called?
What is he actually called? I know it.
Is he the big bad in Resident Evil 3?
Yeah,
What is he? What else is he
Mr.
called?
X turns. It's like Prometheus or
the
something
tyrant.
like that.
That's what he is.
No, he's not. He doesn't.
Right?
Tyrant.
No.
Okay, hold on.
I'm looking it up. Mr.
Who
X.
does Mr. X turn into?
Yeah,
not tyrant, my guy.
Nemesis.
Oh, Nemesis. He is a tyrant. He is a tyrant.
Oh, I didn't know tyrants were like a species. Okay.
They're not a species. I think they're just.
He becomes Nemesis.
Yeah, he becomes Nemesis because at the end of Resident Evil 2, which is one that got remastered.
Okay.
Or at least I think Resident Evil. Yeah,
Resident Evil 3 got remastered.
So did Resident Evil 2, my guy.
Oh, I don't know.
But whatever, Resident Evil 2 got remastered, and Leon, or you play as Leon or Claire, and you use a rocket launcher to blow up Mr. X when you escape the facility in Raccoon City. But then later, Umbrella was able to salvage Mr. X, and he becomes Nemesis.
Oh, okay, huh.
And he's all disfigured, and he has tentacles that he can shoot out and grab people, and then he turns into like this giant beast.
Okay.
Yeah. So
he's grody.
Nemesis. Yeah, he's gross.
He
looks really good in the remaster. But
back to Arcane.
Arcane is good. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, I think it's really good. It has good story beats. The intro song is an Imagine Dragons song, which at first I thought was
Enemy?
Yeah,
it's an anime opening.
I really like that.
Yeah,
song.
There is sort of an anime opening.
I like that song.
It's not anime opening; it's animated.
Yeah, it's
an
opening. Yeah.
Also, the animation style is fucking awesome. There's a season 2 coming, and I'm so glad. The animation style is awesome. I wish there were more things animated in this style because I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a painting style sort of thing.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good. I recommend it. You should watch it. If you play League of Legends, you should definitely watch it because you'll probably get a lot more of the characters than I do.
Okay. Yeah, because I've
you can watch it without it. Like they do a good job of explaining things, so that you don't have to be like, "Oh, is this?"
You don't have to do your homework. You don't.
Yeah.
Speaking of homework,
you don't have to be like,
Halo Infinite.
Speaking.
Oh my god, Alex! I had a perfect segue, Alex. Come on.
Wait. Let's hear
I want to hear your segue, Jesse.
I was gonna say you don't have to do your homework. You're not like Halo 5 where they expect you to read the books. Speaking of Halo.
Okay, hold on. What was the ending of Halo 5? Because I know Cortana becomes not unhinged, but she like hangs out with the Forerunners, and does she like change her mind and be like, "Hey, the Forerunners had it right. Let's wipe out all of life"? Is that what she's into?
So I don't fully know what her motivation is in Halo 5.
I just know she's like the
Guardians
crazy
to kind of like I mean they sort of established the idea in previous games, like the concept of like AI rampancy, where it's like over time AI sort of
just
degrade.
think themselves to death.
Yeah, they think themselves to death. They kind of degrade a little bit in terms of just like they don't think like they used to. They start to sort of like not wear out, but like as they get older, I think they can become smarter to a degree. It's kind of explored a little bit in Red versus Blue, because they have like AI are very like central like concept in that show, because they even have like rampant AI in that series. So I think what they did with Cortana was kind of weird. Like it just kind of felt a little generic, the whole like, you know, AI turns evil against like humanity and everything. It just didn't feel like there was too much originality
for Halo 5
for Halo 5 with that storyline.
I also heard that the Master Chief versus Locke fight, like I just heard that a lot of people were upset because it wasn't lore accurate, because in the lore apparently Master Chief could probably wipe out all life on his own.
So the thing with that, like I'm not like super nitpicky about that, but like it's kind of, I remember when I think when I first saw it, I saw it and I was just like, okay, this is a weirdly balanced fight, because
he should be whooping him.
He should be like wiping the floor, walls, and ceiling with Locke, because like they establish that the Spartan 2s there aren't many of them left, but the ones that are like the actual perfect soldiers. And the reason Spartan 4s are weaker is because they don't have the same augmentations as Spartan
because
2s,
the augment wasn't it illegal what Halsey did.
It was very illegal, but with Spartan 4s it's done a lot more legally, and that too. With Spartan 4s, it's like it's done legally, and it's done in a way that is much more widespread. So it's not like with the Spartan 2s where they were like, I think like only 75 of them. I think it was like
that's just lore.
This is like lore stuff. But yeah, like with the Spartan 2s, I think like only like 70 or 80 of them survived the augmentation. There were like 150 of them at first.
I'm sure it'll be talked about in the show.
They're making a show with that. But yeah, so yeah, Spartan 2's really strong because they have a lot more of that like Spartan juice. But Spartan 4's, they have to kind of ration that shit and give it to a lot more people, which is why they aren't as strong. So it's very weird to see Locke like almost win that fight a few times. So, and because I think like the biggest thing people were like is it looks kind of like two old men just kind of like it's kind of like in A New Hope, like with this Obi-Wan and Vader. It's kind of like that, I guess, where people are just like why are they just kind of like barely moving? They're moving so slow and everything. Like I get that Master Chief is like 60 years old, but it's never stopped him before. He's done some pretty crazy stuff like just a few years before that. But yeah, so yeah, Halo 5 just wasn't the best like direction for the series, but I will say Halo Infinite so far has been quite promising, because I started playing the campaign. I only got up to about, I think, level 5 or 6. It's when I got up to a point where in Infinite. I think it's when I got up to the point where you meet a particular character who is like new to this game, with this new antagonist. I won't spoil for you.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it on YouTube, so you don't worry about spoiling.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, I don't even really know what they are. I've never seen any creature like that in the series before. Most people don't actually know what it is. There's like some debate on what it could be. And I say it because I still don't know like what it's supposed, like what kind of species it's supposed to be or anything. But anyway, I got through some of the first few levels, and it's quite good. Like there's a lot.
I'm glad it looks like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good like emotional like scenes with Master Chief, which I always appreciate. Like I thought in the first few games, like he's not necessarily like a very like not much of a character, I suppose. Like he doesn't really undergo a lot of change or anything like that. So with like this game, and with also like Halo 4, there were scenes where like you can see that there's a lot of emotion in him.
Well, because he barely talks in the first
Yeah.
three. Like he talks probably out of the first trilogy, he probably talks the most in 3. And then
Yeah.
when 343 got him,
No, I think
he talked.
he talks the most probably in I'd say probably in 2.
Does he?
Because 3,
Oh,
there's
because
like
2 he has a whole like conversation with
yeah,
where he's like, permission to leave the ship, sir. And he's like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
Master Chief? And then he's like, I'm giving back the Covenant their bomb.
yeah.
Never mind, I remember that. Then yeah, probably 2, not 3.
3, yeah, he definitely like has like scenes.
I would say
where
the
he-
Arbiter talks more than
yeah, the Arbiter
Chief
absolutely
in
talks
3.
more than him. Than in actually, I don't know if the Arbiter talks that much in 3. Not really, because like 1 and 2.
Yeah, he does. I
like,
remember
set up-
he's like,
well, because
I am totally misremembering things. Yeah, he talks way more.
Because the first game is easily like the Chief story. The second game is mostly the Arbiter's story, and then 3 is where they both kind of share that.
They
that center
team
stage.
up.
Yeah, because yeah, he's with you in the campaign and everything. So
if you play, or I guess technically he can like in the story he's always there, but if you play split screen, the other person plays as the Arbiter.
Yeah, but I was thinking with like Halo Infinite that it's very unlike the other games. It's very like self-contained. It reminds me a lot of the first Halo, where it's very nice. Centered around this.
It is on a ring.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's Zeta Halo. It's like this ring that.
Aren't there 7? Because there's 7 rings. One of them got blown up.
Yeah, one of them
blew up. We blew it up in the first game.
This one is also damaged.
Yeah, because I saw the beginning. I saw like basically from what I've seen, I saw the opening cutscene where Atriox literally throws Master Chief around in a hangar.
That was terrible.
That was cool.
That was
amazing.
Awesome. That was terrifying. Like seeing him. Like the thing is, with how Atriox was introduced in Halo Wars 2, he was. I have no doubt that he would absolutely like he wouldn't have much trouble fighting Master Chief, because like he like when the way he's introduced in Halo Wars 2, he basically just rocks around 3 Spartan 2s that like he ambushes. To be fair, he ambushes them in the dark, and they're not really prepared to fight against like brutes at that time. And they're not as strong as Master Chief or anything like that. But still, like they are supposed to be like some of the strongest soldiers the UNSC has. Yeah, and I can't imagine how. Yeah, I can't imagine how horrifying and demoralizing it would be as a
regular Marine
to hear the words Chief. Spartan casualty on the radio. That would be the most horrifying experience. Like as a soldier, it's like, oh, so our literal tank of a person can't fight these things. And Atriox himself is like a really good antagonist.
I'm sad he's not the actual antagonist of Halo Infinite, or at least as far as I'm seeing, because like when you get to the point where you find his like second in command guy, whatever
you find
his name was,
Isharam.
Isharam, and he's like, Atriox's vision will be complete, and I was like, Atriox is dead.
When I heard that, I was just like, wait, what? Like he's away somewhere. I mean, I'm gonna say this now. I really don't think he's dead, because that would be a very missed opportunity. I think 343 understands that the Banished are easily the best thing they've come up with in the last like 6 years.
The entire thing. They're probably the best thing they've come up within the entirety of Halo that they've had.
Yeah, honestly, like the time they've had them, the Banished are like the best villains they've come up with.
Because the Diadact was stupid. Their new version of Elites was stupid.
The Prometheans are like the
Halo
weird, like,
5
faction could have been cool, but
they messed it up.
Them.
Halo 5
the War in Eternal was
nothing
not
cool.
Interesting.
And this is Halo Infinite is cool because it has fucking Atriox and the Banished. Like I don't know, it's cool. It's a bunch of like badass Covenants who are like
ex-Covenants.
Who are like, hey, fuck the Covenant. We're in this super cool club called the Banished. We have red energy,
red and black. Red and black. Which honestly, like the Banished have really good designs. They have really
the
cool
Blade Master. He looks cool. He's literally like
okay.
in that scene.
that's something I'm gonna say. With the so far the gameplay has been pretty solid. I wasn't a fan of the open world aspect at first because I didn't know what I had to do versus what I had the option of doing.
Yeah, that's what I was confused too, because I was like, wait, Halo is open world now?
Here's the thing. You don't actually, I mean, as far as I know, you don't actually have to do every like capture like side quest like base thing.
You can just go
so that you can have vehicle drop points and other equipment delivered to you faster.
Yeah, I've seen clips of people like just like at a gun vending machine, basically.
Yeah.
Basically. I was like, all right, I guess that makes sense.
You can go from like story level to story level. You can like go across the map to that location. It's kind of cool, like seeing like all the stuff on the map that you can like I guess you can sort of revisit at times. I liked it when it was more linear. Grappling hook is so much fun. But I will say, when you mentioned the Blade Master, that reminded me.
He has a robot arm. That's cool. He's like, what's her face?
I love and also really don't love the active camo in the game.
Oh, he was because I've only seen it. I've seen it in that cutscene where Asharim, where that guy is like totally like, bro, this isn't. We're trapped here. Now, like, do you doubt me? And then the Blade Master is choking him from behind, and I thought he was like force choking him or something because I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. And he was completely invisible.
What if I told you that's what they look like in the game?
Oh my god!
The one thing though,
the legendary would be impossible.
No, it actually is impossible. But here's the thing: I have found ways to like work around that. Like if you stick like a sensor beacon on them, or if you like use a scanner and you like throw like fuel canisters at them, it like does a lot more damage to them. You have to use the grappling hook to like space yourself away from bosses, or else they will like
kill you.
They will send you like I got splattered by the first like mini boss Bassus. He just shows up and like throws you across the room and will literally kill you in 2 hits on normal mode. So he has a gravity hammer, which is fair, but as like I'm kind of thinking just on the overall experience, it is pretty solid in just how it conveys like the Master Chief as a character. I like the addition of like the pilot and the new kind of AI because like honestly she kind of has more of she's very similar to Cortana, I guess, in like Halo 2.
What's her, because I know she's just called the weapon.
That's what she's called at this point in the game.
I
don't know if she's going to be called like like Cortana 2 or like Cortuna or whatever.
I was like, so Cortana I guess is deleted because
I don't think so.
I think she either that or she merged with this new weapon because she describes it in the game, or as far as I've seen it, she was like, I'm supposed to be deleted because all I was supposed to do was put Cortana in the box, set the box on fire, and then I delete myself. But it's not deleted yet. And then she's like, it says in the instructions, Cortana actually added that I don't delete myself anymore. And I have parts of the activation index.
Yeah, she has like parts of like memory and stuff. But I'm actually just thinking like she could easily have been like merged with her.
I like this new Cortana better. I like the whole kind of like she's like new, so she doesn't get anything. Like I thought that was nice. It's a breath of fresh air. Because
it really is. Cortana. Like she has like
in the first personality,
and
now she's dead. And I don't care about Cortana anymore. Because this one has clothes too.
Yeah, that's true. Because with this chief, they have like with this kind of like point in that like the chief is at. Yeah, he's a lot more like experienced with everything. So like I think there was one point where the like when she says like what are you like how are you gonna like get through like all those banished, she's just like we're gonna make our way through, and it was like in the cutscene he like picks up a rocket launcher. She was like, oh well, that should certainly work.
I remember I forget what they say, but she's like, "Oh, you're being sarcastic." Like, and I was like, "That's funny." I get it. You know, I feel like it can kind of be a trope at times, but I think it's funny.
I think it was when she said that that we had to like fight something, and he said like it's that's going to be a problem. It's just like, what if we we find our way out? It's just like that has the potential to be a problem. And she's like, "See, you can be optimistic."
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's like it feels like they are going in a bit of a new direction. There's a lot of just cool stuff throughout the game, and I do want to like see the story through, and just kind of see where they go with everything, because like every problem I really had with it has become more like I've gotten just more used to the overall vibe of the game.
Yeah. I just like the Banished. They look cool. I really want Atriox to come back.
Yeah, the Banished definitely have like, because
I want the Arbiter back. The Arbiter has done nothing since Halo 3. Because like
he was in Halo.
They don't
5,
talk about
technically
him in Halo. Yeah, they don't. Well, as in the cutscene, and he's like, "Hey, Locke,
like
I don't know.
Chief, I say hi."
Yeah.
And
also,
he never actually interacts with him.
Yeah, and
because
I would love
is like he had.
He's also the leader of the Sangelis, right?
The Swords of Sanghelios.
Yeah, like that's fucking cool. Like I want the next Halo game, if they make the next Halo game, split screen. Give the option of split screen and do what they did in Halo 3.
Please.
Well, actually, here's the thing. So,
this one's split screen,
is
right?
split screen. Yeah, when Alex was over, we played like online multiplayer together. It was
see, that's rad. See, but the next Halo game, make it split screen, and the second player is fucking.
Yeah, remember funny bullshit, Alex?
Arbiter.
Okay, but this is a problem I have with video games today. Is the fact that they don't have split screen multiplayer anymore. They favor online multiplayer with one person. Like I'm at college, right? I have my Xbox up here, but I can't play a majority of the games I really like to play with my roommates because they don't offer multiplayer split screen. All they offer is like online multiplayer where you have to switch off, which to me is complete bullshit.
Right.
Because I feel like you expand the market more if it's split screen, because then more people will be like, oh, I want to buy it so then I can play it with my friends, you know?
Yeah. And sorry, I just wanted to add like on a last note of Halo Infinite to kind of just like when I was thinking about it in the game, that because the story is so self-contained, I wanted to mention the fact that there's a thing in the game where you can find these like audio files on UNSC, the Banished, and just like other stuff that give info just on kind of like stuff happening in the game, but also a little bit of stuff to kind of like at least tell you where the rest of the characters are. So they know, I think like they say that because there's about a 4-month gap between Infinite and Halo 5, I believe. And they say that like, well, Chief was on his mission, Blue Team is on their own mission right now.
That was Blue Team.
It's the team that he trained with as Spartan 2s.
Okay.
And they were in Halo 5.
There's the people with him in Halo 5. I don't care about them. I like Buck because he was ODST.
Yeah. I think Fireteam Osiris is doing stuff too.
I don't give a shit about Osiris except Buck.
They're off like doing other stuff, which could be expanded on in DLC. People have said that they might do.
If they show Fireteam Osiris, they better do it in the same DLC that they reveal Atriox is back, and Atriox absolutely bodies all of them. Like they can do nothing against Atriox because he fucking just destroys them.
Yeah, because I mean, like
except Buck. I like
Buck first.
No, Nathan Fillion. No,
Nathan Fillion. No, I can maybe tell you.
I lost him in Destiny.
Into, like, other spoilers,
and you lost him in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but I expected to lose him in Suicide Squad.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
Nathan. He's in Suicide Squad.
TDK.
He's the guy who takes his arms off and he starts slapping at people. Yeah, and then they shoot him.
Nathan Fillion. He was robbed of playing Nathan Drake in Uncharted.
No, not him. Freaking the Nolan North, the guy who actually plays. Whatever.
There's a difference between.
We're gonna get into a 2-hour. We're getting into a 2-hour debate on all about Uncharted
when it comes out
that I don't want to get into. Yeah. I need to see the movie before I make any more comments on it.
Yeah, we need to see Tom Holland playing himself in a different shirt.
He's playing Peter Parker without superpowers. This is just freshman year if he was a treasure hunter.
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah,
I just want to see dialogue. If he can capture how Nathan Drake talks, then I'll be, because I'm fine with Tom Holland. Fine with Tom Holland,
like kind of.
Yeah, he kind. I just need to see more because I'm not making my assumption based on that. What I don't like is I'm fine with Mark Wahlberg, but can you please make him look older? Because Sully is old. He has white hair in all or gray hair in all of the games.
Mustache too.
Yes,
yeah,
and
they
he has
gave
a
him
mustache.
they gave him a mustache at the
I
end
still
of
haven't
the
seen
newest
it,
trailer, but like
whatever.
it doesn't look good.
Huh.
And then also make the freaking treasure one of the games. They're mixing games. No, well, okay, so the Henry Avery treasure,
the plane sequence.
Yeah, the plane sequence is in Uncharted 3 when they're flying over a desert. The treasure, Henry Avery's treasure is the goal of the fourth game, which is very involved with his brother Sam, because his brother Sam is the one that gets him into all this. So I don't know. It's not no.
And then doesn't he have like a wife and kid?
Yeah, he has a wife. He has a wife.
4.
He's the Henry Avery treasure is the last treasure he goes for, because after that he quits. He's done. He goes and has a child with his wife. Like this isn't. But from what it seems like, this is his first adventure from the trailer, because he's young.
It is his first adventure. Yes.
Then dude, the first game is him trying to find El Dorado, and he finds it, and it turns out the Nazis found it, and it turned them to zombies. That would have been a good movie.
Isn't that just Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Sort of, except it's El Dorado, and it's not. It's not in the deserts of Jerusalem.
They might not be planning to do like
tropical
a series.
Tropical jungle.
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's fine. Then just do one of the movies. Do the third movie. Do the fourth movie. Like if you're making one movie about Uncharted, then your primary audience are going to be the people who played Uncharted. You're not trying to get anyone new into this Uncharted universe.
Like they also don't want to do it.
The games are over.
Like the game is just the movie, because then you know exactly what's going to like flow.
That's true. That's true.
But the thing of the games
when you
is
mix them, like when you mix a little bit of stuff together, like it kind of makes it so it's like, oh, this wasn't here before, so how is this going to?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because that's what they did with The Walking Dead. The creator of the comics, like when he was making the show, he's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing what I did in the comics, because then you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, like
so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, different characters have like different kind of fates, like in the show and the comic. I need to catch up on the final season.
But you know,
Dead? The Walking Dead ended for me like 10 years ago. when they leave the prison is when it ends.
Oh, season 3.
That's when it ended for me. That's when it ended.
Season 4.
I've read all the
middle
not
of
all the
season 4,
comics.
right.
I've read most of the comics. I haven't finished the comics.
See, but this is why I think video games can only be adapted into TV shows, because you don't like take as a case study.
Last of Us.
They
did a fan film. But see, if they make a TV show about The Last of Us, but it's just
with Pedro Pascal
on the world.
Yeah,
is he playing Joel?
He is.
Okay, see, that's where you went wrong. Don't do, if you're gonna make a movie. Arcane did it right. I think there's characters, but also Arcane is not a story-driven game. It's a MOBA, or not a MOBA, the whatever the fuck kind of game it's called. It's top down, and you just click, and
Dota.
It's stupid. Dota, yeah, it's like Dota 2 or whatever the fuck.
You were right, yeah. Dota.
There's not any story in Arcane the game, besides probably what you can put together from whatever there is in it. This is, from what I can tell, the first, like, we're building on the world of League of Legends. Uncharted is a story-driven game. It is a completely story-driven game. So trying to make more of a story out of a story that has already been made is kind of weird. Same with The Last of Us. But with The Last of Us, they can do other things, because in Uncharted, nothing else is going on in the world, in the Uncharted world, that we care about besides Uncharted. You know, like we only care about Nathan Drake because they only ever talk about Nathan Drake and his adventures. But in The Last of Us, they could talk about some people in the other part of the country or the other part of the world doing their thing to try and survive the freaking the virus, the clickers.
They have the cast for the Last of Us show, if you want to know what characters are in it.
I mean, Pedro Pascal, I trust him. Like, I really like him, so I think he'll do a good Joel. But they could also have just gotten Troy Baker, the actual voice actor, for him.
Well, this is what
they kind of like him, and they could make him rough him up a little, because he kind of looks. He's like, I don't know, 27.
Didn't he play the Joker in Arkham Origins?
Who?
Troy Baker.
I have no idea. I know he plays freaking Jason Todd in Arkham Knight.
Oh, he is in Arkham Origins. He plays the Joker.
Arkham Knight. Oh, he does. Oh, that's cool. That's funny.
And he plays. He's known as the voice of Joker in Arkham Origins and Two-Face and Robin in Arkham City.
Oh, he's both of those. Huh,
I guess that's
cool.
actually
He does.
cool.
He does a lot of voice acting. He's Joel in The Last of Us. He's Arkham Knight. He's those guys you just mentioned. He's.
I'm gonna look up.
He's in a lot of things. I can't name them off the top.
I think it's good that you didn't remember because we need to wrap up.
Okay, sweet. All right, then whatever.
But yeah, that was good. I like that. I like what you said.
Nice little.
To segue into our finale, besides the fact that Ana De Armas is a beautiful woman, thank you for listening to Homies Inc. This has been a great episode. We talked about Halo. We talked about why Uncharted is not good. We talked about the metaverse. But yeah, anyway, we talked about
these nuts.
Oh my! You're getting us.
We talked about what? Wait, what did we do? Wait, what did you say, Jesse?
I said Uncharted. I think Uncharted. Like you said, Uncharted is bad. You said,
yeah.
Or
no, I just thought it. Whatever.
I was like, I said Uncharted is all right. I mean,
Uncharted is all right. Find out my full opinion next episode. It's going to be a 3-hour episode where I talk. A 3-hour episode where I give my all my
2,500 word essay on it.
All my ratings of all the games. It'll be live from with the studio audience.
The Manny will not be televised. It'll be live.
The Manny? Oh my god! All right.
Okay. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of Homies Inc. You can find us on You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube, where I painstakingly edit all my stuff in iMovie and then upload it, and it's about like 4 gigabytes of video. Google Drive, please give me more storage. I really need it. Find us on any of your platforms of listening to podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Anchor, if you listen on Anchor for some reason. Listen to there. Also plug in Short Film Mania, Jesse's YouTube channel. Maybe peer pressure him into actually uploading a video.
You better edit that shit out.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. Hey guys, it's Alex. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Homies Inc. If you want to look for us again on the internet, you can find us on Twitter at Homies Inc. Cast, and you can find us on YouTube at Homies Inc. You can also find us on any of your favorite podcast listening platforms, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, even Anchor. You can find us wherever you look for your favorite podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.